Well, what we are trying to do at the moment is to establish the NLD strongly as a political entity. As you have probably heard, the government is saying that we have been deregistered, and we are contesting this in court because under the law we believe that we cannot be deregistered because we were registered under a different set of rules than the ones that came into effect with the 2010 elections. But we believe that if the elections, or rather let's say if the post-election period is to have any kind of credibility, we need a political process in Burma that is all-inclusive, including the NLD, Ethnic Nationality groups, and other political and social organizations and individuals. And unless this all-inclusiveness comes about, I think the elections will not be viewed as a credible process. We are not an illegal organization because we have not broken any of the laws that would lead to legality. We simply did not re-register under the 2010 election laws. So it's different from an illegal. But as a political entity, I think the NLD probably has more support today than it has for a long time, especially the support of younger and more active people. And I believe that because of that, the NLD will continue to be effective as a political force.
How much NLD can do under this situation?
We're doing a lot. We have met different political parties. We have met individuals who contested the elections, and we've met with many social and humanitarian groups, and we are expanding our humanitarian activities. As you have probably heard, we have sent a team to Rakhine to help the victims of the genocide. And we have other humanitarian projects which we will be implementing in a very short time, next month.
So it means that NLD is still working as a political party?
Of course.
And if that
they said we have to be deregistered, but we're contesting that at court. So you cannot really say that we have to deregister.
Okay. So how long will you, it will be finished the process?
That we do not know. We are going to send in an appeal, and my lawyers are prepared for this. And when it's ready, there are other court cases that my lawyers have to handle as well. So we're always very, very pushed for time. We have to do one thing after the other. We can't do everything at the same time because they also have to take care of the cases of political prisoners, of which there are many as you know. So we will be sending up the appeal within the time frame that we have been given.
Okay. Since 1998 until now, we have seen many people going to demand for democracy on the road, and also when we were incarcerated, the mob also on the road. But why it's still not achieved? What is the factor that people cannot get the democracy?
I think perhaps we have not yet found the right solution for the problems in this country. I do not think that all problems can be saved by going onto the roads, onto the streets. I think some problems may be resolved that way, but not all problems. And in a way, I would like to think that we might be able to resolve our problems across the negotiation table rather than out on the streets. Because I think in the long run, it would be better for democracy if we could set a precedence of negotiating settlements rather than fighting for them.
But the demonstration on the road, it means that people want something changed.
Yes, that's right. And I think the reason why, you know that the people did go out on the streets in 2007, and the crushing of the second revolution probably intimidated many people. So I think there are not that many maybe prepared to go on the streets again, but you can never tell. People go on the streets when they feel that they cannot stand the situation.
What is the meaning of Singapore?
A Pangong is just to reinforce the spirit of union. The first Panlong was aimed at achieving unity between different ethnic nationalities in order that they would work together for independence. Because before independence, the British administration were giving the ethnic nationalities, the frontiers people as they called them at that time, the choice of opting out of independent Burma. So Panglong was intended to bring together the ethnic nationalities so that they would all agree to work together for independence as one nation. But during these years since independence, there have been many dissensions, and there has been no real unity yet, no complete peace yet within the country. So what we want to do is to reinforce the spirit of Panglong, which is the spirit of unity and the determination to work together towards a common goal. Well, the first Panglong obviously did not resolve all the problems, which is why this problem still exists. And the aim of the second Panglong is to try to eradicate as many problems as possible that have been left since the first Panglong, so that we can go forward as a truly united country.
So among the ethnic group now, there are two opinions. One want to be federal state, stay together with other ethnic group, but the ethnic group they want to separate their.
I do not think so. I think this is a misunderstanding. I have not heard of any of the ethnic nationalities asking to opt out of the union. In fact, the Calais statement, which said that we should work for a second Panglong, stated very clearly that it would be what we are working for is absolutely will not take into question the matter of separation. No separation, no opting out of the union. That is not within the context of what we're trying to achieve. So they've stated that very clearly. Autonomy, yes, if people want autonomy, but no separation, no opting out of the union.
So I heard from the ethnic group on the Thai border, like the Shah State Army, now they're fighting for their separate country. So
I do not think so. I do not think they're fighting for a separate country. As far as I understand, they're fighting for an autonomous Shan state. That's not fighting for a separate country. And in any case, even in the first Panglong, we recognized the validity of asking for autonomy.
So you think that it's possible to be autonomous among the ethnic group area?
But why not? Many countries are strong federal unions which give autonomy to various parts of the country. And we can take a country like Switzerland as an example. They are a federation, but they're a very strong union, and each part of the federation has its own autonomy. Now there are many understandings about federalism in Burma because of I would like to define it as scaremongering, because of the scaremongering of certain politicians and certain academics. Many people in Burma have come to think that federalism means the right to opt out of the union, the right to separate and found a new country. It's nothing like that at all, as you all do. As anybody would know who is studying the question of federalism, it simply means that the Constitution decides, according to the Constitution, each part of the union will have its own duties, and the rights and duties are divided between the central government and the state government. So that's all it means. And you can call it a federal state, you can call it a union, you can call it, you need not use either the word federal or the word union if you do not wish to. But the fact remains that a federal state will divide its duties according to the Constitution. Like the United States, it doesn't call itself a federation. It doesn't call itself a union. It calls itself the United States of America. The point is that they do divide responsibilities and rights between the central government and the government of the respective states.
Is it a sensitive issue for you when you mention about the second Panglong?
It's a sensitive issue, but it's something that we have to face. It's something that we have to talk about and discuss. It's not something that we should avoid. We can't run away from it simply because it's sensitive.
Yeah, because many people are worried about your security when you mention about Panglo again.
Well, that has nothing to do with my security.
Are you afraid now?
No. I do not want to say the wrong thing because I do not want to increase dissension among our people, but not because it's anything to do with my security. We are trying to build up a united movement, and certainly I do not wish to say anything that might damage the unity. But I didn't even have my security in mind when you asked the question.
So many people think that now, after you release Islam, you look compromised with this government more than before.
But I don't know why you're saying that, because I've always said that we're ready to compromise. And when people say, well, you were more confrontational before, I would ask now, give me an example. Well, you give me an example. How was I confrontational?